Hi, this is Dr. Rahman, and welcome to Black Women's Health. It's all about you, and we celebrate the Black woman. Welcome. I am glad to have you here. Let's talk. This is Dr. Rahman from Today's Woman, and this is a very special episode. I call it A Moment for Shakir. Shakir is my nephew. Shakir is actually my great-nephew. Shakir has asthma, and on the Wednesday, and about a week ago, Shakir had a severe asthmatic attack with cardiac arrest. Was taken to the emergency room. They were able to resuscitate. However, by the time that they were able to successfully resuscitate, he had gone an extended amount of time without oxygen. And on Wednesday, before Thanksgiving, he was declared brain dead. So this is a moment for Shakir. Asthma is fairly common. There are 25 million people in the United States living with asthma. About 7 million of these people are children. What's more alarming is that asthma is disproportionately affects African American children in the United States. And to be clear, asthma is a lung disease. It's a chronic lung disease which causes inflammation of the airways with narrowing of the passages. And those that have asthma have symptoms that include coughing and wheezing and tightness of the chest and shortness of breath. And as evident with Shakir, severe asthmatic attacks can lead to hospitalizations, and they can be fatal. The treatment for asthma has actually changed since I was a medical student and resident. Currently, the first line of treatment is to give a low-dose inhaled steroid treatment. The steroids help to reduce inflammation in the lungs. However, it is known that there are a group of people who just are poorly controlled with the inhaled steroid treatment for asthma. And previous studies have suggested that adding a bronchodilator to the treatment would help those who are poorly controlled with steroids alone. Now, the bronchodilator helps to open up the airway passages, while the steroids help to reduce the inflammation. So to get a better understanding of whether a different treatment or a different treatment protocol would benefit African Americans with poorly controlled asthma, specifically African American children with poorly controlled asthma, a study was done by Dr. Michael Wexler from the National Jewish Health. And in this clinical trial, there were approximately 284 children between the ages of 5 and 11, and 291 adults and adolescents who were going to undergo a clinical trial which involved 14 weeks of enhanced steroid treatment, and then 14 weeks with enhanced steroid treatment along with a bronchodilator, to see if there was a difference in response. And to address the question of ancestry, genetic testing was done on all participants. And this was important because often race is a social construct and has nothing to do with genetic profiles. And so the results of the study basically showed that with the adolescents and the adults, the better response was seen with the enhanced steroid treatment. However, with the children, approximately half of the children responded better to the enhanced steroid treatment, and the other half responded better to the steroid treatment plus the bronchodilator. The conclusions of the author were the following: that first, if someone is responding poorly to a bronchodilator, if someone is responding poorly to the first line of treatment, which is enhanced steroids, that particularly with children, the use of a bronchodilator might be warranted. And also that additional studies need to be done to see if there is a difference in response based on genetics. And so this is where we are. We're with the fact that we know that asthma can be particularly difficult to control, and that African American children are disproportionately affected, and that with the first line of treatment, there are those that are poor responders, and that adding a bronchodilator to a steroid treatment may actually benefit an African American child. And so I say this so that we don't experience the loss of any more children, and that Shakir's life will serve the purpose of highlighting this so that other Black mothers and other Black families will recognize that with their children, we need to be aggressive and we need to advocate for their health. And if necessary, we need to participate in the studies which will help to elucidate whether or not genetics does play a factor in the optimal treatment and then going for it. And so this is a moment for Shakir. Thank you. So this is Dr. Rahman saying it's been a pleasure speaking to you, and I look forward to talking with you real soon. Until then, be well, be healthy, and enjoy life.